light. Recognize the light.
Process of illumination. Yo, I used to lie awake late nights, plagued with disturbed visions. I guess it goes with the territory of urban living. Moved to South King County back in 9/8. Now I see residents theorize with the crime rate. I guess everywhere you go, human nature stays the same. So desperate to erase the pain, you can't measure it. From here to Everett, everybody's looking out for number one, so they get nothing done till at last find it's by visions of cast are blinded. That's why the rhymes are mass-produced, the mind and masterminded. You got an axe to grind, kid. Put that away, cause now even to keep it real is cliche. I'd rather you lent me an ear than gave me a hand. Chill for a second, just long enough to stop jumping and stand still and listen. I see y'all while I'm wrecking shows. I'm checking those, staring at me like I grew a second nose. Like what? Gather round, all you people, going through the process of illumination, manifesting the culmination of a lifelong quest for what? Real hip-hop. Before cameo appearances, before copyright issues and sample clearances. Back up Bronx, I wonder if they could have imagined the movement they launched would impact an entire generation. Many of them had no appreciation for the foundation of creativity that it was founded on. That's why at times I'm still frowned upon, looked down upon like a food stamp. Been around for a while like a tube amp, still came through like a true champ. By the grace of God, at times had to taste the raw, still face the odds. So mathematically improbable that only he could get the credit. Infused me with the power to set it like the sun in the west. And when my crew puts it down, we show y'all how it's done in the west. Like what? Gather round, all you people, going through the process of illumination, manifesting the culmination of a lifelong quest for what? Absolute truth. But these days I wouldn't put nothing past these fruit loops who sell double standard. But when it's your fate that's slandered, what cooked the goose can never be good for the gander. But you migrate from theory to theory, but all you prove is that you can't fly straight. Standing in front of the fountain and still continue to dehydrate. Now all you're getting is irate. Watch yourself, son, before you bust a blood vessel. Getting all hot like you watching ladies mud wrestle. Put that far from you, it ain't hard to do. You got beef, thaw that ice grill and let's barbecue. Got the condiments with my compliments, fire up the coals, and afterwards we'll sit and discuss our common goals. I might not make you see what I see, but if you open your mind, you'll discover what you've been hoping to find. Like what? Gather round, all you people, going through the process of illumination, manifesting the culmination of a lifelong quest for what? A pattern to the sequence, a method to the madness, a rhyme to the reason we're established upon the earth. Is this life of any worth, or are we nothing more than dirt, destined for death from birth? How can there be order without organization? And how can there be function without application? And how can there be beauty without inspiration? And how can there be love without communication? You dispute this only cause you hate the scripture. Archaeological finds continue to validate the scripture, which clearly states that every knee will bow, son. So you can do it there, you can do it now, son. I pray you do it now so you can ride with us. And then you'll find, let your eyes adjust to the light shining in. Then ask them questions again, like why, like who, like where, like when, like what?